Hello, Careless Cadres. This is Crimson, and you're watching some Shadow Warrior 2013. Happy up where we left off after defeating, well, this lovely fellow, Zilla. Whatever his name was, I don't even... He had an X, and it was weird. He was headless. His armor here was headless. I can walk through his feet. I walked his weapon too. So let's just enjoy this. We took the spirit of his headless body. We stabbed it with the Nobitsura Kage, because we have that back after it was taken from us, which was kind of upsetting. We had it back, fought him with it, and had to use weapons that weren't the Nobitsura Kage. I wasn't happy about that, but hey. So we defeated that. Enra's floating around somewhere, not just, I don't know, killing me with his weird powers. Do you want to fight me in here, Enra? Are we gonna finish it over here? Or am I supposed to chase you? I don't even know. I beat the armor thing. I'm gonna head back here. Oh gee, you're back. You disappeared on me.
What happened? Where's Enra?
I killed Zing. His body, anyway.
Good. Then it's done.
It's not done. Nothing's done. I don't know where he is, and I don't think we have time.
I chose you because you could handle a sword. And because I thought I could handle you. That you were strong of body, but not of mind. But I was wrong, Wang. You came back for me to fight a battle that wasn't yours. You've already won.
But Emra...
You've already won. Tell my sister I'm sorry. Sweetest of sisters,
Rather intriguing plot. Had his face carved off for...
My world is at your mercy, Lo Wang. If this is victory, then you and my brother have won.
Just slowly walking up the stairs then. Anything else? Come on. Had a nice quiet, because for some reason the game gets really quiet during those memory scene happen. Gotta have something for me. Ooh. Shiny yellow. OG, you too. Go with him. Can I go home? Is that an option? No, not you. I want your sister as well. I guess I'll bring the sister back to life by stabbing you. Ugly face. Actually, let's get a little... Alright. Stabby time. None of those were stabs. And he just let me do that? Why did I pass out? Where's all that going? Okay, well, Hoji, Enra, and sister are all gone. Blood's on the altar, so does that mean she's awake with memories and stuff? Is she gonna be mad at me with her armor, or is Enra gonna be... Whatever. No, we'll find out. Why Hoji had to be so upset about, Nope. My sword reacted. Okay, that was a little weird. Hey, sister lady. And her tears bring back the rain, so that the Shadow Realm may prosper. I seem to have a balding problem. I did shave my head, but that's all I got back in that whole time, and there's the game, alright. Well, I wasn't too big of a fan of it. I'll get that out. If you want to hear me complain, go ahead and tune out. Thanks for watching. But, wow. I mean, it had a nice start. And then it was just repeating the same thing over and over again. I liked the way it looked. It had a lot of style, but then there was no diversity in the style. It was a lot of the same contrast over and over again, a lot of the same style buildings. And then it didn't really incorporate its aesthetic into the level design or anything like that, and I ended up getting lost a lot. I felt reasonable in being lost in some areas, but I don't know. And it had a few nice tunes, although I will say it certainly did have some audio balancing issues. Although, who am I to say about that? I always have tons of issues with my own equipment. But especially in those memory cutscenes, I mean, on average it's, you know, this volume, but then for that scene it goes down to here, and there's nothing I can do to change that or adjust that. I did have a lot of, you know, nice options. In the options menu you could even change your weapon and have little downloadable fun with that. Mechanically, well, it wasn't too buggy. I mean, the coding was tight enough. You know, a lot of the enemies didn't really have mechanics, or at least mechanics that required you to play around them. And most of it was stab this guy in the back after he attacks, or kill all of his ads and then his shield drops. Other than that, it was just attack them until they die. And on the hardest difficulty setting, it was attack them a lot until they die. Now, the ways to play the game, I mean, I had the sword, which was a lot stronger than everything else. And then I had a nice variety of weapons, and I could carry more than 2 of at a time. That was, ooh. Well, in this day and age, having more than 2 weapons, that's genre defining right there. The more than 2 weapons genre, I'd play it all the time. But while all the weapons did have a secondary mechanic that fortunately required an upgrade to get to, which required hunting down the tons of money laying around that I just couldn't be bothered to do. They did add some nice mechanics to it, but ultimately it was like the machine guns double damage. And it had a nice visual effect to it, but well, it wasn't like, you know, the 4-barrel shotgun, remote sticky explosives on the crossbow, things like that. Firing your canister on the flamethrower, I think was that one. So there weren't too many mechanics for me to use in combat, nor was it required that I use multiple mechanics in combat. There was environmental things like the explosive barrels, or, you know, vending machines and cars that exploded that did fade quite a bit as it progressed. It was just, you know, explosive barrels at the end, wasn't any other neat things that exploded, except for a few lanterns, I guess. And, well, the enemy design, the same enemies throughout the entirety of the game. Entire game, same enemies. That was just, oh my god. It was so dull for me as it drawn on. And then let me see, we can less than 10 enemies if you don't count the bosses. Maybe what, 12 enemies counting all of the boss armors? I don't know. You'd see for yourself. Visit the wiki. I had just the enemy variety, and then, you know, they could mix it up by combining them together. But I mean, unless they required different mechanics to fight them, it's just stabbing the same enemies in the same way for this very long time. The enemy variety and mechanics was just not there, and then the story was just a little silly. Or extremely silly, I'll say. Is it just repeating now? It is just repeating, alright. But yeah, Demon Lord loves his sister, but the sister needs to be sad so that the Shadow Realm can thrive, cannot die. So the brother who loved the sister has to be all tortured and made to not have her be sad. So he gets upset about it. And the game happened through that. So, and then all the plot points of being very contrived. Like, you conveniently lost the sword here at this point, now proceed while not having the sword. And the, like, twin assassin ladies were just gone and never returned to be fought or something like that. And it was just all around, built around cheesy dialogue in a mechanically limited game. Less than $10, I don't know, I'd feel okay about spending $5. Well, $10, yeah. For me, this feels like a $10 game, just because of the graphics technology they put into it. Otherwise, that's the only merit I can recommend this game on, is its graphics. Its graphics. Yes, it was made to be old school fashioned, but, well, on the sheer length and storytelling elements, it was certainly a departure from that style. There's old school games with just make it up as you go kind of storyline, and not with cutscenes and dialogue. Just a few moments of you're still in game but can't move for a little bit while this character talks to you. Not quite the exposition that they had in this one. Either way, I'm done being a little sad about this ending. Thank you so very much for watching. And my hat is off to you.